If your life has been falling apart in ways that make no logical sense, if relationships are ending, opportunities are slipping through your fingers, and you're feeling more isolated than ever, this might not be punishment, it could be preparation, because one of the most shocking signs that God is separating you for a greater calling is divine disconnection. You'll notice people start walking out of your life, not because they're evil, but because their assignment in your story is over, and where God is taking you, their presence would be a distraction, not a benefit. Just like Abraham had to leave his father's house in Genesis 12, your elevation demands separation. Another hidden sign is an unusual increase in spiritual attacks. Suddenly, you're battling temptations you thought you'd overcome, facing warfare in your mind, your body, your finances, even your sleep. And it doesn't make sense until you realize the enemy always attacks most intensely before a major move of God. Jesus himself was led into the wilderness by the Spirit and tempted for 40 days before stepping into his public ministry. Luke 4, or you want to talk 2. And what feels like hell might actually be the hallway between who you were and who God is calling you to become. A third sign, and one most people miss, is the overwhelming sense of restlessness. You can't settle, you don't fit in where you used to, and everything familiar now feels foreign. This is often God's way of making comfort uncomfortable, because your calling won't allow you to blend in any longer. Like Moses, who couldn't ignore the suffering of his people once he saw it, Exodus 2:11-12, you start seeing life differently, and that shift in vision is a clue that your purpose is evolving. Another deeply personal but undeniable sign is when your desires begin to change. You lose the appetite for superficial success, for applause, for anything that doesn't align with purpose, and suddenly you crave solitude, truth, holiness. It's not a phase, it's pruning, John 15:2. And God is quietly removing the fruitless things in your life so you can bear much fruit later. And finally, there's the sacred frustration, the one no one talks about, where you look around and nothing satisfies. Even though you're doing all the right things, serving, praying, showing up, but still feeling unseen, overlooked, and underused. That's not failure. That's the tension of transformation. Because God is hiding you while he builds you, just like David in the fields. Anointed but not yet appointed, 1 Samuel 16. And this season of hiddenness is protection, not rejection. So if you've been wondering why everything feels like it's being stripped away, it may be because God is trying to strip you of everything that's not connected to your calling. He's not abandoning you, he's aligning you, and your only job now is to trust him even when it hurts, obey him even when it's lonely, and stay faithful even when no one's watching. Because when God separates you, it's never to leave you behind, it's to set you apart.